Teams. We're going to work as teams and go through a lot of teamwork skills. Again, this is something that is going to happen in your professional careers. Everything is done on teams. So, we'll go through, we won't do this, obviously. This is designed for a face-to-face class, but this goes through a team building activity. Now, rules of brainstorming. That is good to talk about. Oh, let's go back, and I want to highlight this. So let's make a big fat highlighter, not a skinny highlighter. There we go. So rules of brainstorming. Wild and crazy welcome. No criticism as people bring out their ideas. No criticism. Be positive. No criticism. No holding back on ideas. You want to get everything on the table. We'll talk about that a little bit when it comes to the design process, what we're trying to get to. No prejudging your ideas or theirs. Wild and crazy welcome. Think of ideas on your own, then put them out. Think as many as you can. Here, graphic, brainstorming. We want to get everything on the table. Use sticky notes. Just here's idea 1, here's idea 2, here's idea 3, and so forth. As we go through our project, and I'll send out an email on the possible projects your teams can do. But as we go through that, you guys will need to brainstorm on how to solve the problem that the project requires. Okay. And I'm going to clear the screen and go on to the next slide. And go on to the next slide. There we go. Study skills. This is a book. It's used by ASU to, goes through the study habits. I'm available. Remember my office hours, 4 to 8 weekdays, and on Sundays usually, because that's the date the assignment is due. So I'm always available at the time, at the days the assignments are due. Attend classes and meetings, buy textbooks, read assignments, summarize immediately, take notes, reduce your stress, get better sleep, manage your time. Don't distract yourself or others. Stay on topic when you're in a meeting with other people. Take notes. Buy your engineering notebook now. You will put all your project-related materials into that engineering notebook. You will have to present that engineering notebook a week from now. That you've started it for your project. Homework on time or early. Get onto Canvas. You might need, if you use college computers, this is irrelevant right now because nobody's on campus. But when we are on campus, we'll need to know that. Okay, design notebook. Every team member has their own notebook, but common information is sent to everybody. Document everything. Your meetings agendas, record of meeting, minutes, what you're going to do, decisions, brainstorming, research requirements, decision matrices, Gantt charts, bill of materials. We'll go through what all that stuff is. But I need to see this in your notebook or else you won't get your notebook grade. It's an individual and team memory. And you need it for legal stuff. Okay. Everybody has a notebook. Not formal, write everything you do, comprehensive, all data, anything project related. Somebody take notes on your team meetings. If somebody says something, what did you say? Let's write it down. It's got to go into the notebook. Name and project title is on the cover. Every page number dated and initialed. Strike through blank pages. Put a line through it. You don't get to erase stuff. No erasing. You may strike through it, initial and date. You will need an initial and date on each page as well. Page number, initial, date. Page number, dated, initialed. Corrections initialed and dated. If you make a correction later, you can make corrections. That's okay. But this is how to note the corrections. No erasing, no erasing, no erasing. No torn out pages. People think you're trying to hide something when you start tearing stuff out. You can attach enclosures to the page, 2 points or more. In other words, 2 staples or 2 pieces of tape or something like that, at least. A good way to do it is take your, so for composition notebooks, which is suitable for this class, a good way to do it is take an 8.5 by 11 page and fold it over once and attach it to the notebook. Attach 1 sheet per notebook page, not a whole bunch of sheets. It'll be stored for future reference and it needs to be factual. Design notebook, table of contents, team information. So you guys should have organized that last week. Code of cooperation contract. Go to section 8.2. We'll be covering that shortly. But initially, to get started on your teams, skip ahead to that section, read about it, what a code of cooperation is. The notebook has all phases of the design process, and here's the 10 steps. And all steps. And your research, your design decisions, and so forth. Include hand calculations, test cases, economic models, optimization, plots, tables, drawings, SolidWorks, parts, assembly drawings, meetings, agendas, report, individual and team decisions, decision matrices, any kind of Excel, SPICE analysis, MATLAB analysis, and so on. Everything, in other words. Gantt chart, time management. We're going to get into that. But there's a couple templates on the PowerPoint slides that are in the handouts folder that you have. You have a link to those templates. They're also on the Google site. We have 3D printers. It's going to be difficult in this totally online semester. If you need 3D printing done, you'll have to send me the SolidWorks files. It's slow and expensive. If you can get away without it, do it. Good for small custom pieces, though. And of course, I will review your design. For 3D printing, buy scales, and I show a protractor here, for example. Don't print the scales. Don't 3D print them. Go ahead and glue like a protractor on. Minimize material, and you can assemble pieces like join something with a PVC tube with your 3D printed head and then fasten it with a screw or Gorilla Glue or whatever it takes. So think about assembly of your design. Don't print items that you can buy off the shelf. Okay. And it's not just money. It's time. It takes a long time to print this stuff. Tool safety quiz, which being online, you guys won't, it's not relevant to you this semester. How to contact me. Use Canvas. And also use this email infrequently. Use Canvas most of the time. Also remember my office hours. And I happen to have those. I happen to have my window open right now. mesacc.craniumcafe.com Jim Sizemore/classroom. Okay? So that's 4 to 8 weekdays and 4 to 8 days that assignments are due. So I believe that's the end of this particular slideshow. Oh, computers, that's if you're on campus. And that was the end, and I will end the video here also.